All right, here we are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. If you're watching this on a playback, thank you very much for watching the playback. Welcome to another edition of RJ's Lives. Today we have our esteemed panel. We have Gunslinger Kalen himself. We have our guest, Travis the Case Guy.
Hello, guys.
We got Baxter's Blades. His background is there. I hope Baxter shows up. And then we got, of course, Harold from HT's EDC.
Howdy, howdy.
All righty. So fantastic. We got a pretty good crew over here in the chat. Let me scroll through them real quick. Let's see here. We have Addicted to Blades 2. Georgia Adventurer is here. Driver 38 Knives. Sean is here. Pepper Dingo. Radar 468. Let's see who else. Pepper Dingo. I think I said that already, but hey, if I got you twice, it's all right. RDS Wood Turning in Acrylics is here. So yeah, I think we got a pretty good crew.
Hey, hi, Andrew.
Hello.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello, Travis. Galen.
While I was reading.
Howdy.
Late this morning. Sorry.
It's a-okay.
Were you getting your pants out of the dryer?
Pretty much, yeah.
That joke will never get unused. A lot of mileage out of that one.
I stayed up late last night trying to record a song because everybody knows I used to play music, but I've never showed really a song. So
Nice.
I think I'll have to redo the recording another time.
James Stork is here and Big E's Knives. Welcome, guys. Yeah, so that'll be nice, Andrew. That'll be nice. All right, so our guest this week is Travis the Case Guy. Travis is a newer channel that just started up here. And how many subs are you at now, Travis?
I want to say I just looked at it this morning. Got my little handy phone here. Hang on just a second. It says the big 233.
Nice.
Let's get him over to you, guys.
Yeah. Yep, it gets that way. Well, guys, if you have not subbed to his channel, please check out Travis the Case Guy. He's got some really good content and stuff on there. Go ahead, Travis, if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your channel and what your focus is.
Well, I am out of Winchester, Tennessee. That is about an hour and 30 minutes-ish from Nashville, Tennessee. And the channel is basically just my case knife collection. Well, that's what I thought it was going to be. And then I started my venturing out series with venturing out into other knife brands that I can every day carry. But for the most part, I done it to just showcase my big case knife collection and share it with all the lovely people.
Very nice. Hey, Gary, I see Gary the Last Ranger is here. Welcome. Good to see you. Well, that is awesome. Are you now? I know Kalen, he's kind of venturing more into the vintage case knives. Are you more in the modern side of the case knives?
Yeah, we've got newer. I've definitely got some. Been blessed to purchase some older vintage stuff. Also, case from a real good buddy of mine at work. He's got some real good hookups and connections. But yeah, I got a little mixture of both. A lot of my stuff right now consists of the newer-ish type stuff, I guess, from 2000s to now. Right. Yeah, I've got some vintage stuff in there as well.
Okay, cool. That's very good. So we won't be looking for a lot of buck knife content from you, at least not yet.
Yeah. I have one China made, and that's all I
got. We're working on that, RJ. It's a work in progress.
Well, I was going to say we got a pretty good representation of buck knife fans in here too. Most of us.
I've seen a lot of the content from all of the guys here, and it's growing on me. It's growing on me.
You're thinking you might give it a chance.
I'm about that close to going ahead and pulling the trigger on one of the customs because I seen Brother Baxter's custom he had, and
oh yeah,
that one hit me hard.
Yeah, those custom ones are nice. I see you there, Aaron from 865 Knives. Welcome. Thank you, Gary, for hopping on to do some moderating because I don't have a moderator this week. So, hey, Ronald. He says it's great to see young Buck Travis on here. Great young man. There you go. So fantastic. You got some fans in the audience.
Mind blowing. Mind blowing.
I hear you. I hear you. So today we thought we might talk about some, Father's Day is coming up and stuff. We might talk about some knives that we've been gifted over the years and stuff. And, like I said, we could talk about any that were gifted from family, friends, other channels, whatever you would like to talk about. And it might actually give some people some good ideas of something that they can grab for the dads in their lives as well. Travis, did you want to start us off?
I can. That'll be fine.
Okay.
I will actually start off with one of the first knives that was gifted to me from the Brotherhood. Oh, let me get in the camera view here. And this is, I believe, it's the Rough Riders from the Spade series, the Black Appaloosa bone, and I believe they called this the Senator's knife. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
that's right.
But brother from hang on, I'm drawing a blank now. Brian's Knives, brother at Brian's Knives gifted me this one, and I just absolutely love it. It'll go nowhere. I made a little video about it. It'll go nowhere just because I take gifts very personally. And this one right here was very special. It was the very first knife gifted to me from the Brotherhood, if you will.
Nice.
Those are fantastic. I didn't think I'd really like it because I'm more of a clip point guy, but when I got it, I really like that one.
Yeah, I really love the blade on this one. And I like the little swedge mark right there at the top. And I mean, just excellent snap. Excellent snap. But thank you so much, Brother Brian, over at Brian's Knives. Thank you so much for that one.
He's a good dude.
For sure.
Yep, those are cool. I did a review on that one too, on that Senator.
Yeah,
those are pretty cool. All right, HT, did you want to go next?
I can. I'll show one here. This was a gift that I just got at Christmas. Go ahead and get it open real quick. Everybody knows what this is, a 75 Stockman. And this was a gift from my stepson and his lovely wife. And they went ahead and got my channel name put on this. And yeah, I absolutely love this. I showed an amber bone. Actually, I got an amber bone little jackknife in my pocket that I got in the mail yesterday. And this is one of my few. This is really not a bone cover that I have a lot of, but I definitely do enjoy it here in this big old 75 that most everybody knows and loves.
That's a beautiful one.
But yeah, they blew me away. They blew me away. Like I said, they got my channel name on it, the whole nine. And yeah, they all almost brought the big guy to tears at Christmas when they came out with this. But
sure,
definitely love it.
Is that a True Sharp or a carbon steel one?
This one is stainless. This is
Okay.
a stainless. Yep. But they actually, I think they got this out of Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and like I said, they got it personalized and all. They killed it. And I think they had heard, this is back when I was there was a while that I was very Stockman deficient. When I was trying to do these Saturday Stockman Stampedes for Terry, I made the comment that I just don't have a whole lot of Stockmans, and of course they geared into that, and this was under the tree for me Christmas. So really cool.
Got you a good one. They got you a good one, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, here HT, I didn't get a chance to watch your whole video, but I saw that you got that Texas Jack. Those are really cool. Nice amber bone.
Yes, sir. It is in my pocket. In my pocket right now, sir.
Those are
Here,
fantastic.
we'll bring you back up so you can show us that again.
Little.
I think we're all fans of the Texas Jack.
Yep.
Yes.
It's pretty cool. It is. I have went down these guys have got me going down the jackknife rabbit hole, and I think it's one that's. It's going to have a lot of quarters and dollar bills. It's going to go down that rabbit hole with me, going for these jackknives, because I definitely get the attraction.
Oh yeah.
But this little guy's in carbon steel, and just enough there. If I can get on screen, just enough handle to get all four fingers or my mitts on, and nothing extra, but just a good little pocket knife.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
All right. Did you want to go, Andrew?
I can go.
All right.
Yeah, I have quite a few gift knives here. The first one I want to show, let me get it out without cutting myself, was a gift from Brother Kalen. This is a 1974 18 pattern in yellow Delrin in CV steel. Thank you, Kalen, so much. It is not my oldest case, but it's my oldest case knife. My oldest case is like a straight edge razor from the early 1900s, but this is the oldest case knife in my collection and my birth date. Fantastic piece.
Nice.
Such an honor. It was so funny when he shipped it here. It came up to Seattle and then got shipped back to Texas, and they turned around and shipped it back to Seattle.
You
like
must
this
have
one.
you have the same mailman I do.
Generally pretty good, but I really like this one because it's got a pin blade instead of a spay. It's a little different. It's definitely thinner than my modern 18, and it doesn't have a brass liner. So very different. My modern 18 was a gift from Kirby Creek Mo. I guess I could get the spay blade out there, but it has a spay blade. And yeah, this it looks a lot like amber bone, but it's not. It has the arrowhead shield, so it's considered brown bone, but I really put it next to my amber bones, and it looks really close. It's kind of in between there. But yeah, this was out of the blue, kind of a gift. But you can see it's thicker, and it's got brass liners. So I have two of those. And Mo, of course, had, I call him Tiger Woods. That's what Mo coined it, because I'm the tired tiger, and this guy's Wood. So yeah, he carved me this. This is a gift from him. You can see how like the interior wood is kind of drying out, and the bark, you can see it's kind of peeling back here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mo, great channel.
Yeah, he does. He has a fantastic channel. A lot of good stuff in there, especially if you go back and look at a lot of his older stuff. I mean, just a ton of good information and stuff that's on there. You know, it's a cool channel, that's for sure.
Big heart.
Kaylin, are you ready? Yes, sir. Indeed. What's that?
I'm ready, I reckon.
Okay, you got to fix your audio. Your audio is sounding kind of spotty.
Do you hear me now?
I hear you, but it's kind of garbled.
I'm up
Yeah.
in there again.
Okay. All right. Let's wait for him to come back on. I did want to tell everybody I forgot on this May, I was supposed to do a giveaway for the membership. And so I wanted to apologize to you guys because I totally blew it. May's over. I never made the video. I have the knife though, so I think you guys will like it. But I'm gonna have to do it. I'll do it a late May, and then we'll still have a June one. It's just been kind of crazy as far as making content and stuff. It's just been nuts for me. But anyways, let's try it again.
Microphone check.
There you go. Good. 100%. All right. Now are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We will start. Since Brother Tom isn't here, I will start with one of the very first gifts I received on YouTube from one of my YouTube friends. This is a tested era. I believe this is I know it's a pen knife. See if I can find the pattern number. This one does not have the pattern number. Bear with me. Where did I do it? There we go. I have a newer one, but it's the same knife. It's going to bother me if I don't know. Where are we at here? It's not on this one either. What do you know? Oh, it is, but it's super worn off. I can't remember. I apologize. It is a small pen knife. This is from the 20s to 39 era, and two pin blades can crack the ice. You have easy open there for your secondary blade. It's a really cool gift that he picked up in a antique shop, I believe, and sent it on to me. So that was really cool. And also, since Brother Terry isn't here, here is one that he recently sent me. This is a little boker. I believe this is a mini copperhead style. Am I right on that, or is that wrong?
I don't know. Close the main blade. Does it look like it? I think it's just like a jackknife, like a sunken joint. I don't think that's a true copperhead. But
I got you. Yeah, the tang is pretty much hidden, so I don't know.
yeah, it's cool though. It's kind of like what is that one they called the copperhead? Kind of like that.
Just a really cool old boker that he sent me.
Yeah, for sure.
German made. Really dig that one. Another one that he sent me was this pretty much same style of knife. Another little pin knife. This is a J.A. Hinkle in green bone. See if I can find some light there, but need to adjust my lighting. Got the crow's foot jigging on that one. There it is. There's a little light.
That's nice. Yeah, Big E says that's a half copperhead.
Half copperhead.
For it. Yep.
Thank you, Big E. And the last one I'll show is another J.A. Hinkles that he sent me, Whittler. As a gift.
Nice.
Really good condition. This one's in red bone. And I think I even have a pattern number. Nope, I don't. No pattern number.
Very nice.
Nice. Thank you.
You are welcome. Now it's my time to thank you because I'm going to show that copperhead that you sent to me. Yeah, this is a 2014 case copperhead. Really a nice blue knife. This is from 2014. And as you notice, the pen blade is in front instead of on the pile side, like most of them are. You know, so just a great design. And of course, this one has the Warncliffe as the main blade. So completely different than most copperheads. Very unique, very cool. Couldn't be happier than to have this in the collection. A really cool. This was 2014, I believe, Kaylin, if I remember right.
I don't remember.
I think it was because it was that cat, or they had that tank stamp just that one year or something. But really very, very cool.
Oh, I know that's the teardrop that's like that.
Oh, the teardrop was like that. Okay, well then I forget what this one is, but I think it's also.
I want to say honestly that one's 2010, or it could be 2000. I remember it had all 10 dots. Has it got a straight C or a curved C?
It's got the C that goes all the way underneath the.
But it's curved.
Let me see if you can see it.
Oh
there.
yeah. Okay, so 2001.
Yeah, 2001, yeah.
All right, so there you go. I'll learn how to read these one day without a chart, but I need the chart.
Yeah.
Yep, another one. Speaking of Mo from Kirby Creek, he sent me this Buck 112 Sport Pro, which I was just amazed that someone would send me something like this. And this is just still the top of my buck collection right here. And this is just a great knife. One that I can't thank him enough for that. That was awesome.
Very nice.
I still get choked up every time I see it.
That was a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
Awesome.
He really is.
Awesome dude.
Yeah. Okay. Travis, you got anything else?
Oh, I do.
If not, it was going to be a short show.
I got plenty, which I got a couple of, I guess you could say, honorary mentions that aren't from the case collection, but just some stuff that my wife had got me. This little
nice
store knife, which I forget exactly what state this is out of, but it's out.
Isn't it South Dakota?
I believe you're right.
I have actually been there.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, which it's like a little Swiss Army type knife that's got a whole bunch of blades. I won't even worry about fooling getting all those out. But then she got me this little gem right here. And I believe this came from the Bradford Exchange. And it's got my name on it. And I don't know if you can really make it out, but it's a little dashing little weenie dog. We love the dashing breeds at this household. But she just got me this one. I forget what occasion this was for, but this is just some stuff that I have, other than case knives that I have put up. I don't use them or anything like that. And then she got me this little moon pie knife.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
And it's just a little yellow Delrin handle. And I actually opened this up not too long ago, and it kind of blew me away. But of course, it's a China made, but it's actually, I don't know if y'all be able to make it out or not, but it's frost cutlery.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
And I just thought that was real nice. And I mean, that thing snaps like a gator.
Nice.
And then for Father's Day, I believe this would have been my first Father's Day. Our church had got us these made. It's got my name on it and Happy Father's Day there. And
nice.
It's just a nice little all stainless steel. I mean, nothing, special, but sentimental, And
absolutely.
That thing's got a bunch of snap as well, and then that concludes everything. And and then everything. Well, I have one more, but I might save it for the last one because I believe everybody will get a kick out of it. And all I gotta say is yard sale, and Brother Harold may know exactly what that one is.
That's it.
Yep. I had a friend that used to tell me a long time ago that if you had a moon pie and an RC cola, you were set.
Great combination.
HT's like, right on, brother.
Yes.
That actually used to be a nickname of mine at my former employer. I was Moon Pie. So, near and dear to my heart.
Right on.
I mean, who doesn't love a moon pie? Come on.
I'm telling you. All right, Moon Pie, take us on to the next one here.
All right. I gotta say, is it just me, or does Travis does he not have the coolest accent on the knife tubers, or is that just me? I think he's got. I'm gonna embarrass him, but I think that accent Travis has is awesome, and I'm sure I'm south as it comes. I'm sure that's a pot calling the kettle black, but you're thick, my man. Your accent is thick over there. I love
You're
it.
not the first to tell me.
Anyway, my most recent gifted knife. This was one that a couple of weeks back when my sister was here. This is the Buck 302. She knows I'm a Buck fanatic, and these little guys are, these little guys aren't just falling out of trees. This 302, I think it's called the Solitaire, the Buck 302 Solitaire, a little single blade kind of trapper knife, but it is just awesome. I mean, that's what it looks like in hand. No problem getting 4 fingers on it. And it just has a cool little hollow ground, even a hollow grind clip point blade on there. Real aggressive clip point. Just a outstanding looking knife. And the fact that my sister, we were at a knife store and she caught me looking at this, and I turned my back and basically up to the register. I came back and like, where was that knife at? I was looking at over in the case. I had actually went upstairs. They had 2 stories to this place. And when I came back down, the knife was gone, and the little sneak had already purchased it for me. So, but I love this thing. And she another one that about made me tear up when she pulled this one on me.
It's an awesome knife. I had one of the Chinese made ones, and I gifted that to another YouTuber. That was his first buck that he had, and he was so excited about that. So it was really a very cool knife, and one that I've been meaning to replace. I might have to go find the original USA made one. Yeah, those are cool. All right, Inagata de Cheeto is here. Nice. Been hunting for hookers. He's here. Awesome. So, let's see here. Andrew.
I got a bunch.
I know you do. You don't have to show them all at once.
Well, I have a lot of leather slips I want to show. I'll show those in a bit. But since Cheeto's here, we have the mini amber bone copper lock, courtesy of Cheeto himself. Thank you so much, brother. This was my first mini copper lock. I am definitely digging it. And either him or somebody else, they put a really nice sharp edge on this. It came really sharp. And my amber bone collection is growing. I actually have 2 more amber bones on the way. They should be here Monday. Thank you, Cheeto. Nice. This was my 50th birthday present from a member of the family. This is my only case select. It is the Baby Butterbean. Now I am a canoe crew for sure.
Come on.
It's a mini canoe, but it's a canoe. This is it's got a little pitting on the main blade there. It doesn't bother me. This is from '98. It's genuine stag, and that's another one of my new cases that are coming is a full size canoe. This is a really cool one. I just recently got it, but I do want to carry it and use it. I know it's a select. Don't want to keep any of my knives as a safe queen. Great snap.
Hey, Andrew.
Cool. What's that?
I'll trade you 5 knives for that. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I would if it wasn't a gift, maybe.
No, I'm messing with you.
But you got to have a butterbean, right?
You gotta talk them up, Andrew, and say only 5. I think you need to do better than that.
Yeah. 50th birthday present and my first case select. That's going to stay with me forever for sure.
Yep. I don't blame you a bit. All right, Cameron.
Yeah, I do have to jump off here at about 10 minutes, but I will be right back.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Got a couple more channels. Got one from GR Knives and Outdoors. I guess you call it a swap. I sent him a knife and turn around he sent me a knife. So I thought it was really cool. This is a 2011 olive green bone Texas Jack. Really, really nice stainless blade, but great gift nonetheless. Randy's WSG has sent me a couple of knives. Here's one of them. This is a 2002 6118 in antique bone jackknife, single blade 18, which is really, really cool. It's also in stainless steel. Thank you, brother Randy. He also sent me this 2002. This is an amber bone. Yeah, 2002. This is a medium Texas toothpick. Really, really nice. Also stainless blade. Yeah. These are hard to find. Those medium ones. I know they started doing them again, but just finding the older ones, there's not a whole lot of them. I don't believe. Could be wrong. But he also sent me the first gift he ever sent me was this Arthur Wright lamb split.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Great gifts.
super nice. Oh man, he's great at it. I understand why everybody likes to send him gifts. He does the same. He sends good gifts.
Those Arthur Wrights, they're really nice, but they make really good work knives too. They're just stout built.
100%. While I got the thing real fast, Mikey Newman, he's got a recently new channel. I know he's started making videos again. He sent me this twisted assisted Barlow in some kind of micarta. I can't remember the color of it. It's really nice.
Yeah, those are cool.
There it is. And then one more, Arthur Wright. This is a gift from MB Thank you, all you guys overseas that sent knives in return to the knives that I had sent over to those guys. And then last but not least, here's a little gift from Big J. This is a 1988 Remington Moose in Stagalon.
Very nice.
Yeah.
A little bit of snappability on that.
Oh man, it's fantastic.
Yeah, Mikey's channel is Baldy's Blades.
Baldy's Blades, that's right. Thank you.
And
Yeah, if I couldn't remember myself, I knew it was a different name to it, but yeah. You are
I
right.
guess you changed it, right? It didn't used to be Baldy's Blades.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
think
sure
it used
what
to
it
be
was.
Mikey Newman. I think it used to be his name, but cool name.
Well, I got to do my off-grid knives trio because each one of them was a gift, and they're all from different people. So this is the off-grid. What is it? The Rapid Fire in Desert Tan, and I got this. This is assisted, and it pops out of there. But what a great blade shape that is. My brother-in-law got this for me, and it was pretty cool. I got this actually right before I went to the hospital with COVID, but didn't even open it till I got back out. But it was nice to have that once I got out. It helped me to recover. But this was my first off-grid knife, and I thought these things were pretty awesome. NebuCloud, I don't even know if he's doing anything with his channel anymore, but he sent me this knife. This is the Black Stallion, and another big chunking knife, for sure. You want to talk about a work knife? Here you go. Cryo treated D2 steel DLC coating. I mean, this thing is a monster. So after CB Tactical sees me show this one, he says, I got the fixed blade that'll match that. And he sent this to me. And this is, I forget the name of it, but this is the fixed blade version. I mean, this is another monster. And the one thing I can tell you about off-grid knives is that they are stout. They are definitely, they are made for some heavy-duty stuff. And these are all made in Taiwan. So it's they're really cool, great knives. Definitely check them out if you have not checked out Off-Grid. They are pretty cool. But yeah, they're fantastic, fantastic knives.
The background.
I was gonna say, who's at the grocery store?
Somebody's cat knocked something over or something.
Tell you, it wasn't mine.
It may have been my squeaky chair.
Okay.
An old wooden chair out here in the garage here.
Oh, all right. Okay,
Say
Travis, you got something else?
I do. And I will show both of these. And I believe he's watching, I think. He told me he would try to get on and watch. But both of these come from my good buddy Austin, who got me into case knives. And this is the very first one. This is the one that started it all right here.
It all starts with one.
Mini trapper. It's got the little golfing man on there. So I love to golf every chance I get. And it's got the clip point blade and the little divot tool there.
Very nice.
Just really love that one. That's the one that started the collection right there. And then this here, he gifted me for my 30th birthday. And it is a 1993 dark red bone 2-blade trapper, full-size trapper.
It's gorgeous.
It's a little bit darker on this side, I think. Well, if I go the right way.
Known to like that color.
It's the true dark red because it's got the DR tang stamp, dark red 6254, and it's stainless steel. But banger gifts from Mr. Austin. Thank you so much for those.
I sometimes think that Case does that on purpose, does a darker pile side than a show side. I see it on a lot of knives.
You may be on something. I think you're right.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that, but they do. And the thing I don't like is sometimes when you get one and they say it's a dark red knife and you get it and it looks a lot more pinkish than red.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Rusty Miner, I don't know if you saw him lately. He went ahead and re-dyed some of his red case knives so that they were a darker red.
Yeah, the show side, he did it in a thin amount of dye. He laid it down there.
Yeah,
did a really good job.
Yeah, I thought so too. That was kind of crazy.
Need more red.
Yep. Well, I mean, if you're gonna call it red, make it red.
Yeah. Especially
agree.
quick
Come on.
red.
I agree.
All right, HT.
I have 4 here from the same person, so I'll go pretty quick. First one, and this is from, I call him my brother, but he's my best friend. We've been best friends since 12 and 13 years old. So he lives like 10 miles from here. We go back. But anyway, this is a little Boker Barlow, and he knows my affinity for stag. And this little guy's carbon steel, a Boker, Zollingen, Germany. Yep, and full stag. Very cool. This is a gift from him. Second one, and you guys may have heard this story on this one. This is a tribal lock. Go ahead and get this one open. And about 5 years ago, the funny story to this is we gave each other this knife for Christmas. So tradition is we have Thanksgiving at their house and Christmas is over our way. And I forget who it was that went first. And, we go around the room and, everybody unwraps a gift. But whoever was first just started dying laughing. And it's like, what is it? What's so funny about my, the gift? And like, you'll see. So anyway, we both got this knife the same Christmas, but it is a little Cabernet bone tribal lock. Got the XX here. Just a beautiful knife. And for a birthday present, he got me this micarta. I think this is a dark green, just green micarta trapper. Get that one open, but everybody knows what a trapper is, but this was a birthday present from him. Awesome knife. Got the diamond shield on it. And most recent gift from him, and this was kind of to help me out in my canoe crew venture. He actually got this one with some safety points. They have a rewards program. And I used to work at the same place he works at now. It's my former employee, but they have a rewards program out there. And he kind of knew that I was doing the whole canoe thing. And he used his points 1 month to get this buck canoe. And I thought that was super awesome that, he did that for me. But this was my most recent gift from, again, I just call him my brother, but my best friend, buck canoe.
That is cool. Yeah. We had a point program like that at a place I used to work. And I actually got some pretty good knives out of that. Got a couple of bucks and a couple of Leathermans and stuff. So it was actually pretty cool that they had those little programs. But
Yes, sir.
Of course, the problem is they didn't have a big knife selection. So after you picked up the 3 or 4 that they had, that was all they had. So,
back to the toasters.
Yeah, exactly. Logoed mice and other little computer accessories and stuff. Pens and things. Yeah, you're like okay.
There you go.
All right, Andrew, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So a while ago, I think around last summer, my brother from another mother, Terry Knives and Man Stuff. He knew I was a big trapper fan, and I do have quite a few cross trappers. This is the Wild Turkey. I think they call it the Horn and Bone series, and I have a few of these. I have a full-size Stockman and a saddle horn in this series, and he had this, so he thought I'd like it. Fantastic knife. By the way, Terry's... Whoa! Almost stabbed myself. Terry is so popular now He has his own live show now. I think his first episode was yesterday night. He's going to try to do Saturday nights, which is really cool. This has a pistol shield on it. It's got like ox horn, buffalo horn, white bone. As he would say, great snappability. I think it's kind of funny. I just dropped his knife when he had my traveling knife. He actually dropped it when he was doing a video, which I thought was hilarious. A really cool trapper. And these wild turkeys kind of have a better snap than my other frost knives. Stainless steel. He also sent along a modern. This is a Kubi in D2 with jade handles and a black blade. It's got a top flipper and a nice choil there, or finger cut out for like middle finger flicking or thumb flicking. Nice little compact modern for sure. And also, since I have a couple other moderns, last summer when I went to visit Big Red EDC, I was over on that side of the water for a memorial. I called him up and wanted to meet for lunch. I had a traveling knife for him, and the first thing he did was hand me two knives. This is the Tempest Heist, I think it is. It is 14C, 28N, and black micarta. Good little lightweight, modern, what is it? Fast knives, KC.
Yeah.
And he also handed me over the Tekman Dundee. This is in D2.
Nice.
Kind of a simple, plain modern. It works really well. It's nice and thin, great blade shape. D2 takes a great edge. I carry this to work quite often. And that was very nice of him to just hand these over. I've won a few knives from him, but these were actual gifts from JB.
Nice.
And I'm okay. I didn't stab myself when I dropped that.
I'm glad. Yeah, so far, I mean, fingers crossed, we have not had any live injuries. You know, I'd like to keep this a safe show. Only you can prevent such bad things from happening. There we go. Galen, you are back. You are back. It's your turn. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Okay.
I have a Boker 1906. This kind of was a gift. My buddy went to Germany and a few other countries in Europe, and he brought this back. The only stipulation was that I had to pay for it. So, but it was tremendously cheaper than what I could get it for here in the States. So I did get a really good deal on it. Probably I'd say about $80 cheaper than what I can get it for here. So really pleased with that. Really great knife. It's an ebony wood, 440C on the steel. Got a little Kershaw shuffle here. This was a Christmas gift from my grandma, probably 2010 maybe. Long time ago. Still use it all the time. So it's like I got a no, that's just tape. There's no nick in the blade. That's just tape. Great little work knife though. Kershaw shuffle has the cap lifter on it. So and little I don't know what you would call that. It's not
kind of a pry.
Yeah, it's like a pry bar, I guess. I don't know how sturdy it is. Never tested it.
Right.
Couple of gifts from my father. These are really neat. These are some handmade, custom, natural bone knives from a local knife maker by the name of Lewis Lilly. And this is about the size of a 94 OT. Carbon blade. Not exactly sure what carbon, but really really cool knife. You can tell the crude nail nicks there.
Yeah.
He also made this. It's like a medium folding hunter. This one is in some sort of a wood handle. I don't know exactly which wood, unfortunately. It's really pretty though. You get it in the right light. Super pointy blades there though. Like I said, also carbon steel of some sort. And the last one he made that I have here is this. It's either bone or stag. There's natural grooves in it, so I don't know if it's like I said, natural bone or just natural stag. He was known to wear all the character off of the stag handle for some reason, but still cool nonetheless. Has a goat's head there, which is pretty cool for a shield. But for some reason, he put it on the pile side and upside down, because that should be the show side there, in my opinion, with the nail nick. Standard side for a show side. And this is a normal size folding hunter. And I will leave it there.
Okay. And also, I just wanted to remind everyone in the chat, if you have any questions for the panel or anything that you'd like to ask, be sure to submit some questions to us. We'll be glad to answer those for you. And hey, Swamp Stomper, I see you're here.
And hit that like button.
Yep. Everybody be sure to hit that like button, because that helps with the YouTube stuff for sure. They like to make sure we got everything going on. All right. This is a gift that I got from my daughter. This is the CRKT Endorser, which is a very cool looking knife, but this has that fast fire safety on it. So I don't know if it'll show up on here, but if you see that button actually depresses, and you have to kind of depress it and flick together, and that opens it. So it gives you a rapid, let me see if I can do it. Of course, I can't do it on screen. It is very hard to master. I get it right maybe 2 times out of 50. But when I first got it, I couldn't open it, and I was like, oh my gosh! After I closed it, I was like, did I break it? I had to actually watch a YouTube video on how to use this thing. But yeah, it's one of those solutions looking for a problem. But yeah, it's a cool knife, but not my favorite to try to open. That's for sure. But then on a more traditional side, my son sent me this brother knife, and it's a modern slip joint, and this one it's pretty cool. I like it. It's nice blade, pretty stout, pretty locked up there. Thank you, Blade Walker. I see your super chat there, but yeah, these brother knives are pretty cool. I like them. The only thing I heard is people say you got to be careful close them, because it does have a very strong snap, and it will fall out of the half stop like you saw there. So if you're closing and you don't have your finger out of the way, you may or may not like it as much. So definitely be careful. That's a safety message for you. So don't trust those half stops, and keep your finger out of the gap. That's for sure.
I had no idea. I didn't realize that about brothers. I know Terry's Knives and Man Stuff is a big fan of them, though.
Oh yeah, they're really cool. They have a really strong spring. You just have to be mindful when you're closing it. That's
Okay.
all.
Yeah.
But yeah, it won't close on you if you're using it right for sure. But yeah, you don't want to have any meat in the way of closing it all the way. That's for sure.
Hey, I had noticed Miss C asked me how many case knives I have. I think I have close to 200 case knives.
Oh wow,
Wow.
just a
Nice.
couple. That's almost as many as Shepherd Hills has, right?
Yep.
I think they've got a few more than that.
Surely, sure.
Fantastic store. I love those guys. All right, are you ready, Travis?
I am.
Before we go too much farther, Travis, what are your favorite places to get case knives when you're shopping for them?
Well, actually, I use Shepherd Hills Cutlery a whole lot.
Yeah,
I use, which like I said, like I mentioned, I got a guy at work that has, he's got real good hookups on some, the newer models and the vintage stuff as well. And he's got so good hookups that he won't even tell me how he gets them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm dadgummit.
Smart man.
Don't give away your honey hole for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, a vast majority of my collection does come from online, and I have a local store down here that is a authorized case dealer, our local co-op here in town. They have a pretty good selection, so you can kind of get hands on and look at them before you buy them. But there's another website. There's a website. He actually has an app. There's a guy, I forget exactly where he's based out of, but it's called Authorized Knife Dealer Outlet. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of him, but he actually has an app, and he actually has a whole bunch of newer, kind of mid, and even some of the older vintage stuff. All the way down from the 1905s, and he can get way down in there. You pretty much got to pay the full price for his, but he does have a very, very good selection. I have several off of his website as well.
Pricey.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, then in that case, let's take a look at some more knives from you.
Okay. Yeah, and I actually have to go back because just looking at my collection, I realized I had missed one from my buddy Austin. This is the black sycamore wood, I want to say it was. It's either black or brown sycamore wood. Slimline Trapper, and it is a 2021 model. But I want to say his dad, he had already had this knife, and his dad had purchased one for him for Christmas or a birthday. And so he came to me and he said, "I will give you this one if you want it." And who wouldn't like a free case knife?
That's right.
So I said, "Well, I will certainly take it off your hands." So yeah, he gifted me. I didn't want to leave that one out. Austin, I appreciate that one as well.
Good looking handle.
That was another one from Brother Austin, the one that got me into case knives. And these two here come from the wife. This first one is a brown maple burl wood mini trapper. And it is also a 2021. But I just love these wood handles on here.
That's great.
She done a wonderful job. Got the nice diamond shield on it, and it's got the full case in there. It's not just the double X. Oh, there's Austin there.
Yep. I had to throw that comment up there.
Thank you, Austin. And then this one here is a 2022, and this also came from the wife. That was actually my second mini trapper of the collection, but this was actually the first. I want to say this is the medium Texas toothpick, but this also, like I said, come from the wife for either Christmas or a birthday or or something like that. And I forget the color of the handle, but I do know it's a saw cut bone, saw cut jig. But I cannot remember the exact name of it. Stainless steel.
Kind of looks like a brown saw cut. I think I've seen a few like that.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact color on it, but she had gotten me that one, and that actually made my first, like I said, my first medium Texas toothpick. And then her mother-in-law got me this one. I do remember this one was a Christmas gift, and it is a 2021. And this is a what they call cat's eye Coraline. I don't know if I will try to get that in there. It's a 1 of 500. They call it a cat's eye Coraline, but you can see the scales on this side. It's almost like a goldish and a green, but then the back side, the pile side, is pretty much all green.
Oh, wow.
Definitely different.
That made my first medium or tiny Texas toothpick. And then the one that I featured in my latest video is the little peanut that came from, I don't even know who it came from, to be honest with you. But like I said, my wife, she used to be a road nurse for a Medicine Home Health. And she had a patient, and just by talking to the patient, you know, they got to talking about case knives, and she said how I'm into case knives. And she said that he brought out a roll of about 400 to 500 case knives. And he pulled this one out of his personal collection. And he said, I want your husband to have this.
Nice.
And I thank him so much for that. Little brown synthetic jig, little peanut.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like them.
Yep, I like those peanuts. It's another one of those patterns that I only have a couple, but then I always say, you know, I need to get a couple more of those.
Yes, I know the feeling.
Yeah, they're like chips. You know, you got to have more than one.
Yes.
All right, HT, you ready?
Oh, why not?
Okay.
Well, we showed family members. Now I've got two knives here that I'm going to show from, I call them on-screen friends. I don't like the S word, but these are two of my buddies that follow my channel. And this one comes from my good buddy David up in North Carolina. Me and David did a little bit of horse trading, and this was a throw-in knife. If you guys, you horse traders out there know, a lot of times, you know, we'll make a deal for, we'll agree on one knife or one horse, wink, wink, in the deal, and then we may throw in one or two others just count of cuz. That's just kind of what we do. And this was one of those that he threw in for me. And this is a Bear & Son, and they call this the Kodiak. And it's in red, white, and blue.
Wow.
Red, white, and blue. Yeah, I showed this one for Memorial Day. This was kind of my little Memorial Day knife that I brought out. Has on the flag here, or excuse me, on the flag, has on the blade here, if you guys can make that out, Old Glory. Got a little etching right there of a U.S. flag waving in the wind. But of course, this is an old swing guard, or cheetah, as Case calls it, the cheetah, but it's an old swing guard pattern, lock back. And this was just super cool. I mean, this is quite he killed it with that. That's quite David, you killed it with a throw-in knife. I think most anybody would be proud to have this as the number one knife in a deal. But I got that as a toss-in. And this, I have to back up here to get this in frame. This is the old Buck 120 General, or zombie killer, whatever you want to call it. But This was a gift from one of my good buddies at the plant that I worked at. And this is a 19, it's a pre-86, so help me out. Well, Tom's not here. I think that's 72 to 86, where it just says Buck USA and has the model number. It doesn't have any of the, make sure I'm showing you the right side. It doesn't have any of the little symbols. So this is a pre-86. So it's got some mileage on it, but got the old school matching sheath here with the old Buck Knives logo on it. Still in really good shape, but he was getting close to retirement at work, and me and him had been good friends over the years. Knew I was a knife guy, and he told me to come over one day and add something for me, and he knows I'm a Buck fan, and this was it. So this is one near and dear to my heart. Never going anywhere unless the apocalypse comes or whatever, and have to ninja some zombies. But the Buck 120 General, cool gift.
I don't have to worry about zombies too much. I think you'll be all right.
I think so.
Those older buck fix blades are awesome. The 119 and the 120, the tips kind of do a little bit. They swoop up a little bit more than the newer ones.
Yeah, it's like a half of a trailing point. You know?
Yeah,
yeah, cool. It definitely does. Definitely does.
Yeah, cool stuff there for
Just
sure.
awesome.
George Adventure says to watch your nose when you're waving that thing around.
Right.
Yeah, we don't want to have any on-screen injuries. That's for sure.
Yeah, we already had our close call with Kaylin.
What's that, Kaylin? What are you showing off? That was an off-screen injury.
Off-screen injury yesterday. Old news.
Yeah. Well,
I was trying to show out for 865. He's always showing his ninja moves, and mine are. I don't really have any. That was the best I had there, 865.
It's okay. I get you. Yeah, my ninja days are long past. So
All right.
that was a whole nother life. Definitely not what's going on. Okay, so Mrs. C wants to know what happened yesterday. Kaylin, go ahead and tell your tale and show your boo boo.
My wife and I were on the couch watching a movie, and I was playing with this here top cutlery cattle knife, and I was just having it at half stop, pushing it up like that, and something happened and went on over it. So, little accident. Pay attention to what you're doing when you have a knife in your hand. Don't be watching the TV. But yeah.
They're tools, Kaylin. They're not toys.
I know it.
It is hard not to fidget with them. I've been playing late at night with some of my knives and get bit by the pen blade or something.
Yes.
I'm still doing the same thing. So practice makes perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, and we all learn off of those little mistakes like that too. You know, when you do that, you tend not to do it anymore. So, you know, that's the good part about it.
I'm still doing it.
Pain is a good teacher.
We're supposed to anyway.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Andrew, you want to go next?
Yeah, I have some more knives, but I do want to give some shout outs to leather workers in the community. I've been given multiple slips. Randy's WSG was here. This is one of the first ones he gave me. It's a great small slip, and you probably can't see this. The stamp's a little light there, but it's got a lizard on it, and I love to use it for Barlows. I think I threw this little blue bead on there. He also, I think he's selling them now, but he also sent me this really awesome. You can see the octopus there. It's a beautiful blue slip. I like to use it for my Caribbean blue saw cut Saudi, though it does fit multiple knives. And I know he's busy, but I think he's gotten to the point of selling them. There is a skull and crossbone maker's mark there in the corner. He does a fantastic job. Those were 2 gifts from him. I've also purchased multiple slips from John J.O. Ventures, but he had gifted me this one for the mini trapper. It's got the buck on there, or the deer or elk, and blue stitching, really nice brown. I think he gifted this to me, saying, hey, you could do it as a giveaway. And I was like, screw that. This is a nice slip. I'm keeping it. And then he also threw this Saudi slip in. It's just a plain, kind of a teal leather. And you can see the American flag and his maker mark there at the bottom. I really like this one for my orange Saudis. I think the orange and the teal go well together for some weird reason. But John, just a great guy, makes great slips and 2 great gifts. Also, SD Leatherwork was playing around and did this Tiger Baxter's Blades slip. This is beautiful quality, nice thick leather. Yeah, as you can see your maker's mark there. And she just out of the kindness of her own heart, she's like, I know it's big, but what I love is I put my hawkbills in it. It fits the hawkbills great. And then the other day I realized, I have a lot of slips, and I realized I haven't purchased one from her ever. So I put in a request for a custom mini trapper slip. I want to do ghost leather for my white synthetic. And then Ken Last Chance Knives had sent this one to me. Just a very plain slip, but really well made, high quality. The shape is great. It's easy to use. It doesn't flip over in your pocket. I think he like the Jack Wolf slips. I think he learned from them and did it a little better. Instead of it being rounded at the bottom, he made it square so it doesn't want to fall over your pocket. But this fits my full-size trappers, my saddle belly stockmans, multiple knives. Great gift from Ken.
Very nice.
Yeah, very cool.
More knives later.
Okay. We'll hold you to it.
Okay.
All right, Kaylin.
First up, it was the first knife, one of the first knives I ever received, if not the first knife, probably the second or third though. This is a early 90s Scrimshaw single blade trapper by Schrade, and that is SC603 in stainless. And that has a scene of a couple of bass fish, I believe, maybe some sunfish. Chasing something, but yeah, a little yellow Delrin handles. Really cool knife. Has some of the best snap on a knife that I own to this day, or still to this date, as a gator snap. This one has a liner lock, and it's funny they stainless steel blade, but carbon back spring. That's patina there. It's black almost from patina. Like I said, it's one of the first knives I ever had. So, a couple more gifts. Here's one from my father. This is a 2000 6318. This is an infamous knife for me. Send it off to Case. Everybody knows the story. I won't hash on it again. But just a work knife he gifted me. It was in shambles when I got it. Sent it off to Case, rebuilt it. So pretty cool. I'll be hanging on to that one. One I missed earlier. This is a gift from Uncommon EDC. And what a gift. This is a 1975 06247 pen knife in red bone. And early on, when I started my channel, I sent him out a knife, 2 knives actually. and he sent me this in return, which is really, really cool. Definitely cherish this one because it goes right along with what I collect. So, really cool gift here is received this from an old man in a cafe one morning when I was a youngster. This was my great granddad's knife, and once he realized that, he brought this one morning, hoping I'd be there, and gifted that to me. So one of the coolest gifts I've ever gotten. And
no kidding.
Just not a lot of words for that. Unreal. It did have some damage there, and I don't know if whoever damaged it, they fixed it themselves, but they filled it in with resin there, so it is filled in and smooth. So, but really cool. Still has all the snap, and that is a 6332, by the way, Stockman. And one more I'll show real fast is this was a gift from my wife. This is something she picked up in New Mexico and brought this back to me. No name on it, just had stainless steel on the blade there. She did say that the Native American women that sold it to her were putting the handles on them, so I thought that was really cool. Really cool drop point fixed blade.
Yep.
With turquoise and all kinds of stones in there. And I'll turn it over.
All right.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Yeah, I got another knife here from CB Tactical. I don't know if you guys remember, he was on here and he had this orange bladed White River Skinner, and he said he did not like orange knives, and I said I love orange knives, and he said, well, you can have it, and he sent it on to me. I was amazed that he was like, okay, good, it's yours.
Wow.
But I mean, what a cool little Skinner it is. I mean, this has got that really big, deep choil. It's got a little sharpener's choil there also. But what a really cool knife it is. Has this nice little Kydex sheath. But then another knife that I got. This came from Thrifty Kniffy. He sent this little Rough Rider to me, which was pretty nice. So it's got the little blue inlays in the handle, and what was cool about it is he sent this to me not knowing about it, but these are exactly the kind of knives that my grandfather used to carry. He loved these little lockbacks like this, especially the ones that had the all metal bodies, and it had some inlay if it was wood or bone or resin or whatever. He just liked that one, so yeah, it was so it was kind of cool that he sent that to me. So it was good stuff, and it brought back memories for me. Hey, G-Ball, nice to see you're here. All righty, I'll turn it over to someone else. How about you, Travis?
I'll take it. Got a couple of trappers here. Well, I'll start with these two from the lovely wife. And again, you'll have to forgive me. I forget the exact name of the bone, but
looks like a brown bone.
It may be. It may be another brown bone. Little 2-blade trapper. I love the arrowhead shields on these. Absolutely love those. This would have been I want to say this was a Christmas gift from her.
Very
and
nice.
She had got me when she was kind of bummed when she got this one because she always asked me what I want, and I said, well, I love knives. And so she'll take I keep everything in little felt folders here. And she'll actually take all of my stuff and she'll open up the folders and go through them and see what I got. That way she don't buy me the same exact one. Well, this one I actually already had.
Oh, wow.
And this is the Kelly Green. I forget exactly what wood. Kelly Green. I forget the wood.
Maybe a curly maple. I can't remember.
Kelly Green curly maple. That's it. But she had got me this one, and then I started laughing whenever I was opening it, and because she was already asking me. She said, "You don't have that one, do you?" And I said, "Well, kind of do." I had already purchased it for myself a couple of weeks back. But I told her it don't matter. I told her it doesn't matter. I said, I'll take any one of them. Because, I mean, the collection is going to get so big, she's going to eventually get me some that I already have, unless she takes it down and thoroughly looks at it. But she don't ever know what I have coming in the mail or anything like that. And then this one is from her mom, the mother-in-law. And it is just a orange synthetic, and it's also a 2-blade trapper. And I believe this one... Yeah, this one is a 2022, which forgive me, I didn't give you all the years on these. This one is a 2021. And then the Kelly Green, I believe, yeah, it was a 2023. Yeah, 2023 is when that came out. And then this one, as I said, is a 2022. And then those are 3 little trappers. And then Baxter actually gave me the idea. I didn't want to leave. I'm getting a little low on knives, but not too low. But I didn't want to leave out. I didn't want to leave out Brother Jerry down there at Big J's Knives. He was actually the one that won my 100 subscriber giveaway, and he said that he didn't like to receive gifts without giving a gift.
Yeah, so that's that ghost leather. I love it. It's like
a
white wax on it.
Yes. Yeah, so him and his wife graciously sent me one of these over, and it houses, this wasn't a gift. It was a gift to myself. But of course, HT knows this one here.
Come on,
it's that beautiful 75 canoe.
Oh wow,
canoe, guys. I'm not real big on the etching on the blades, but I can make an exception with this one.
Did you say it was 1975?
75. I believe that's you said your birth year.
74. So I was 1 year old, but that's a keeper for sure.
Oh yeah, I love it. Got the 2 blades. Absolutely love it. I knew I was also like Brother Harold. I'd had a couple of canoes, but I didn't actually carry any. And then so the guy at work, which had actually come from him, he came to me with that opportunity, and I knew I had to get that to carry I felt like that was a proper carry for the canoe crew there.
Yes, sir.
So in your case collection and stuff, is there a certain pattern that you kind of gravitate towards, or one that you collect more than others?
I wouldn't say. I've got it. It's just whatever I happen to see and whatever I happen to like. I can't tell you how many patterns. I've got, like I said, some of the older vintage stuff, a lot of the newer stuff, and it's just if it comes out and I see it and I can snag it, it's coming home.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Let's see here. Austin has a comment here. What's this? Now he says, I can't tell if you're just trying to say your mama's getting you these knives when you say her mother-in-law, or just the nerves are getting to you.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm saying myself.
Make sure they watch back later. There you go. If they're not watching now. Okay, so Mrs. C, can you narrow that down a little bit. She says, "Tell us what your favorite knife is." So, what are you talking about in a certain brand, or what we're carrying today, or what? If you can be a little more specific, because I mean, my favorite is all of them, really.
Yeah, all of them.
The next one.
Yeah, exactly. The one in my pocket and the one I'm getting next week, right? All right, HT. While she thinks about that, we'll go on with you.
All right. Well, now I am to the ones that I have left here are gifts from community members, from other creators. And by this color, you guys already know this is from one of the fellers of the orange. And this is the old Mora. Is this the 511? I think is this the 511, Andrew? I'm not sure. But basic.
Check out my board. That's beautiful.
Is that the 511 basic? I'm not sure about that, but he has lanyarded it out. And check out this. I didn't say who it is. This is Mike over at Hunting for Hookers. Cornbread sent this along. And he has paracorded. He's got some string here on here, and he has got this thing rigged up where I have a ferro rod here attached to it. Everything, of course, is in good old orange lanyard, so definitely not going to lose this. But I thought this was absolutely cool. A cool gift from Brother Mike, Cornbread, and the fellers of the orange. This is definitely orange, and I do love it. I do love that a lot, especially the mod work here where he's incorporated the fire steel. This would be very, very useful, very creative, cool gift from Brother Mike. Shout out to you, buddy. Thank you.
All right. So Mrs. C has clarified. She just kind of wanted to know what knife is your favorite brand that you carry the most. For me, it's going to be a case knife because I carry a case knife every day. I think that's probably about the same for you, Travis.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, definitely case for me.
Okay. What about you, HT? I'm going to guess that it's a buck knife.
Favorite Miss C would definitely be buck. Honestly, I don't know that I carry them the most. I'm pretty versed in what I'm carrying. I'm all over the place. But yeah, the bucks are the ones that are definitely nearest and dearest to my heart in my collection, for sure.
All right. What about you, Andrew?
Well, I have more case knives than any other brand, but I'd say it's kind of a tie between case and buck. Just depends on the situation and time of day. If I go for a harder use knife, I will grab a buck because I don't want to mess up all my pretty cases. But yeah, case has got to be one of my top brands for sure. And I do like a Rosecraft and Rough Rider, but my top two would have to be buck and case.
Yeah.
In that order.
But I do have a case hat. I still have to get a buck hat, so I don't know.
Come on, Andrew.
There you go. And what about you, Kalen?
Well, I like camp knife cutlery.
There you go.
Yep.
It's my homemade knife.
Oh, you got it all final pinned?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Here, let's bring that up full screen
Sure.
so you can give us a walk around that knife there.
So it's got orange snakeskin jig bone handles. It has got nickel silver bolsters, stainless steel on the pins, and it has a carbon back string polished.
Oh wow.
As Brother Andrew likes.
Yep.
Got to have it polished. And 1095 steel on the blade.
That's a great clip point too.
Yeah, it is. I love the pull on it too.
Long
And
pulls. Yeah.
I modeled it after the Lanning's clip.
Yeah.
So, all you Tony Bose fans out there, and it has a lanyard hole that I incorporated into the back spring.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Now you just need to mass produce those so we can all have one.
I'm waiting on an oven, so as soon as I get my oven, then yeah, we'll be cooking.
Oh,
Sounds
cool.
good. And that would be the easy bake oven. Is that what that is?
It looks like an easy bake oven. It's a tiny hole, yeah, that the knife actually goes in. But yeah, it's
Right.
they range in price, but I'm gonna start out with some beginner level. So.
Well, that's definitely where I'm at, beginner level.
The one my previous knife maker had, it's taller than me, so, and it just has it's all for just a hole about that big at the top.
Okay. Just to put that bar stock in.
Yeah. It gets real hot.
Oh yeah. All right, Andrew, it's your turn here.
Yeah, I got a few more. But Travis had showed his brown bone. Here's my brown bone, so it's a little darker than his.
Yeah.
But my gift from Kirby Creek, this I believe is a brown bone, even though it looks amber, but it has the same shield. So unless they made the amber with the arrowhead shield, which they may have, I don't know. But this is more like Travis's brown bone, where it does look lighter and it's almost amber.
They are all brown bone.
Yeah, but mine's a little darker. I mean, you can see it's a little lighter on this side, but I think they look similar because they're both pea sheet and they're both brown. But yeah, the arrowhead shield definitely would be a brown bone. Shout out Rasputin's Castle, Michael. He had sent me my first hen and rooster Congress.
Hi, I used to have one just like that.
Yeah, this is red bone. This shield's really inset. Amazing snap on this. I do have a couple of small Congresses, but they're 2 blades, and then some Rough Riders, but I didn't have one of these, and just a really nice snap on it. He had given me a bunch of knives when I was doing my giveaway for gifts, and I did actually give away a USA-made kind of Sears Schrade lockback to my friend in Texas, but as far as this one, I said, well, I may have to hold on to this one for a while because this is my only hen and rooster Congress.
Is that carbon steel?
I'm not sure.
I think they stay on there. That could be wrong.
It says hen and rooster cutlery. It probably does on one of the blades here. Yep, carbon steel.
Nice.
Very cool. And then he had also gifted me my very first single-bladed Swiss Army knife. This is kind of like a Gardner. And I think they used to have the Swiss Army symbol on the handle, and after use, it probably just got worn off. And this is one I'll probably keep forever. We're trying to figure out the date on it. It's probably 50s or 60s. But it's kind of cool to have a single-bladed Swiss Army knife.
Absolutely.
Good gardening tool. Very nice gifts from Michael at Rasputin's Castle for sure.
Yep. All right, Byron, you take it easy. We'll see you later. He's taking off to go see Zach over at Zach's stuff. Tell him I said hi, and hope he's having a great day over there. All right, Kaylin, did you want to go again after? I know you just showed a knife, but I didn't know if you wanted to go again or you want me to pass by you.
No, I can show a couple.
Okay, right on.
Yeah. One more gift from my father. This was one of his good friends that passed away, and his daughter approached my dad and asked him if he would like his knife. And of course, my dad said, "Yeah, that'd be great." And then that was 4 or 5 years ago, and about a year ago, my dad asked me if I would like this for my collection, and I said, of course. And this is a 2015 or 14, I can't remember. I'll have to look at it. Tony Bowes style belly, and I can't remember the exact color green. It is G10 handles, jigged G10 handles. It can come with a spade blade, really nice wedge on it. Sheep's foot with the nail nick on the show side, which is pretty cool. And then your, really nice clip point, which is, I think that's a Tony Bowes clip point. I can't be for sure on that, but it doesn't look like your typical case clip point.
Oh yeah. And I believe, Kaylin, they call that the olive drab green synthetic.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And it is 2015, so that one's really cool. And the other ones I want to show were some knives I inherited from my grandfathers with their passing. I will start with my grandfather on my mom's side, and I'll start with this right here. This is a old timer, a Schrade X timer, I should say, with black synthetic handles, and it has the blued blades. I forgot the exact term they used for their bluing, but really cool pin blade there. And I believe this is on the 34 pattern. If it was the old timer, it'd be the 34 OT pattern. Really cool knife. Another one that was his was this 6318. This is a 2000 model, natural bone with corncob jig. It's really cool. He used the heck out of this knife. You can see it's been plenty used and plenty of scrapes and dings on it. But I have restored it as much as I could. Had a big chip in the handle there. Glued that back on. But, stainless steel, 2000. This knife has cut me as well. So it's mine forever. And another one that was his was this vintage Hen and Rooster right here, lockback, with some ball bearing like action on the blade.
Oh, cool.
Super smooth blade action, and crow's foot red bone jigging. Really sweet blade though.
Very nice.
And I'll leave it there.
Okay. Well, this may be a trapper heavy segment in this last part of the show. Who knows?
Trapper time.
This is the one that Rick from Warthog sent to me. This is a case curly maple trapper or curly birch. I can't remember which one it is. I'd have to go drag out the box, but what a beautiful wood that they have on there. It's just,
Very nice.
Super nice. I like the little federal shield that they have on there. It's you just don't see that shield or this wood that often from Case. So it's really super cool.
Definitely not that same combination.
No, not at all. And I had a viewer sent this Boker in to me. This is that one with the beer barrel wood. So it has the acid washed 1095 blades. I just absolutely think this is just a gorgeous knife.
Wow. Yes.
Is that the whiskey barrel oak or
beer barrel?
Beer barrel.
Yeah. So here's the spade blade. But yeah,
That's really cool.
Shield. Yeah, just a great knife.
Didn't they also do some handles out of like castle wood or like?
Yeah, so they had a castle that was over there, and they were tearing it down. So they reclaimed a bunch of the wood, and then they use that for knife covers.
That's the coolest idea ever, right there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, pardon me. Hold on a second.
Oh, now you're on call again.
Oh, I know. I hate it.
Every Sunday, you can't even complete a whole show without work calling you, huh?
I know. It doesn't that bite, but yeah, like go to bed, guys, or something. I don't know. Here's that Grenadille wood knife that another viewer, actually, it was a guy I met on Instagram. I really liked this knife, and he said, I'll just send it to you. And this was my first real Soligen Boker knife. I was just like amazed that somebody would do that. But yeah, I mean, his community is just fantastic for stuff like that. And he was like, because he gave this away mainly because he's a lefty, and it's got the little tab on it for one-handed opening, but it's non-reversible, soldered onto the blade, but it's for right-handed users. And he said he just took a picture of it because he liked it. But it's is that you, Elon? You're calling? I thought I told you to lose my number. Just kidding. But yeah, those are some cool knives that ended up in the collection, and I appreciate them all for sure. All right, Travis.
All righty. Now this one here, I don't know too much about. It just says on the tang, it just says stainless and Pakistan. But this actually comes from my wife's grandma on her dad's side.
Oh, wow.
And I don't even know the handles but this was actually the wife's grandpa. And then her grandma had actually gave it to me just not too long ago. But she said that he had probably more than likely gutted a whole bunch of deers and everything, all things hunting related. But it's in some pretty bad shape. You can see the spring stuck up there, so it has no. I mean, it don't even. It needs a real good restoration, and I would actually like, if it was all possible, send it off somewhere to have it maybe kind of redone a little bit. So if anybody knows anybody that does that, get
Send it to Tom.
And then I will.
You can either send it to Tom at Knife Delights or the Knife Doctor.
Knife Doctor.
Definitely the knife.
Okay.
Yep. Knife Doctor might be able to hook that up for sure.
Yeah, it's
But
just.
I think Tom could handle that one too.
Yep.
I may do that. May send that to old brother Tom.
Yep. Just contact him, and definitely he would definitely want to get in on that. So we do have a question, and that is from Blade Walker. If you didn't have any knives at all and you started to collect, what would be the one you'd buy first and the year? So I'll let you guys go first.
Would be say that one more time.
The question's on the screen. It says, if you didn't have any knives and you were just starting to collect, what would be the one knife? What would be basically the first knife you would buy, and what year knife if you were looking for a collectible? Go ahead, Kaylin. I'll let you answer.
I would say definitely start with whatever you want to buy. Whatever brand you want to buy, that would start with that one. And that's what I did, and I haven't looked back, and I've been happy with it. I wouldn't worry too much about the year. That's I don't know about that one. Whatever knife or brand that fits your fancy. That's just where I would start, and probably the lower end of the brand. I would start there, and Case has plenty of that. There's plenty of companies out there that have lower, medium, and higher end stuff. and then you can get into custom stuff as well. So bucks the same way, but it's just all about what your preference is, really, in my opinion. Case is what I wanted to. Cotton rooster is what I started with, but very quickly it transitioned to case, and that's primarily what I've purchased over the past years that I've been collecting.
All right. Anybody else want to tackle that?
A lot of it depends on your budget. I mean, when I first started collecting, I was looking for deals, so Rough Riders is what I went to. But if you're just starting and you want to get one knife, I'd start with a buck 110. It'd be a good one to get first. There's plenty of case knives, obviously. Maybe if you found a used case knife at an antique store, might be a good one. But it depends on if you're collecting for use or just to collect. Also,
Right.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yep, that's kind of what I did too. I started off budget, and Rough Rider allowed me to explore a lot of patterns, so you can see what you like and what you want to get. And then, as time has gone by, I get more expensive ones. And lately, I've been getting some vintage ones that I found and stuff that are pretty cool. But yeah, you just have to kind of go with what it is that you like, what interests you, and you can't go wrong. Whatever you start with, so it's you don't start with a case that's covered in ivory bone, from a mammoth or something,
You may be able to.
Oh, he goes, what would you buy first? Not him. He already collects. You already collect guys, like superhero guys, or what? So what would you start with? Okay, so I kind of told you how I started. I started out with Rough Riders and graduated to case knives, and I had already experienced old timers and this other stuff. So you just kind of fill out your stuff as you feel.
Well, I started with moderns, so mine was like petrified fish because they were really affordable, high quality Chinese moderns for $30 to $40. That's where I kind of started.
Yeah.
HT, where'd you start?
I started with a Gerber Gator. Believe it or not, was my gateway into these large lockback folders, which is that's my sweet spot. The big, large lockbacks, the buck 110, buck 112. But believe it or not, the Gerber Gator was what got me into that style of knife, and it just hasn't. It's never went away. I think I upgraded and changed. When I went to bucks, buck 110s and buck 112s, but. Again, it's just what you need to do is find out what type of knife just trips your trigger, whether it's a slip joint, whether it's a large lockback. And I guess I'm kind of with the rest of them. You could start small and build your way up. I mean, at the time, a Gerber Gator was probably a $25 knife back then, $20 knife. And now I buy when I can. I went all the way up to buying custom shop buck 110s and buck 112s, but definitely didn't start there. But what you got to do is find out the style of knife that just really gives you the fizz or trips your trigger, and just start building from there.
One thing I'd like to add is you can still buy case knives and still shop budget.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
eBay.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All right. So where were we before we answered that question? I think, were you up, Travis?
Oh yeah, I was actually. Yep.
Okay. I think this is probably, we're getting close to the end. This will probably be our last time around. So if you want to pull out your special one, you can.
Well,
do
that'll
that.
be perfect because I've got 3 left, and that special one is in
Oh,
the
there
3
you
that I have. This one here is from the wife, and it is the single blade sow belly in that Spark series. It's a green Kieranite handles. But I went with that single blade sow belly just because I like the rarity of them. You don't really see a whole lot of single blade sow bellies.
That is awesome.
Well, we're going to need to see the other two knives too.
Yeah, I wish they'd make that single bladed more cover materials. You don't see them very often.
Yeah, I agree with you. Then we have another medium Texas toothpick. This is just in the white synthetic with that beautiful black shield. And this came from my father-in-law, my wife's father.
Those are great. That's currently the weekly special at Shepherd Hills right now. They're on sale for, I think, $37.
Oh, wow.
Incredible. I think I want to pick one up.
Oh, I may have to look into that as well. And then for the ultimate gift, I call the ultimate gifts of gifts. And a little backstory on it is I sent my wife. Well, I went golfing with her stepdad and his brother, and the ladies, my wife and her mother, went on a yard sale little adventure. And I told my wife, I said, "Now you be on the lookout for some case knives." Well, I didn't say case knives. I said, "You be on the lookout for some knives for me."
Oh, yeah.
And then
Lord.
this is what she brought me.
That's a trapper. That's a jumbo trapper if I've ever seen one.
Yes, sir. It is a two-bladed trapper. I mean, you can't even listen at the
That
sound.
ain't even right.
I
That
mean,
ain't even right.
That's the
Did you
brisket.
get Travis? Did you get that off the Red Hills billboard out front of the store?
yes, I did. But
I knew that.
I tried to find a little bit about it, but I can't find anything. All it says is Pakistan on the blades. But it's got a nice little etching on it here. It's got little American heritage.
Have you ever taken
It's kinda
measurements
bad,
on
but
it?
listen to that.
Take your hand off.
Oh, yeah. Got a big, massive spay blade on it. I don't know what you're going to spay with that.
Probably a Bigfoot.
But I mean, my gracious. Yeah, this is definitely became just a good, cool piece to have.
Have you ever taken
I think what?
I was just asking, have you ever taken a tape measure to it?
I have not. I have not, and I don't have one handy here around, but I sure would do it. But I'm gonna say it's every bit of a foot long. I'm gonna say it's every bit of 12 inches. 12 inches closed.
I want to know what knife maker or what leather maker in the community wants the task of fitting that one out with a leather slip.
Come on, hook a brother up. It is just massive. Yeah. And I think the wife says she only gave $10 for that at that yard sale. So absolute steal,
Wow.
in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that's $10 a conversation piece, if nothing else.
Oh, hands down. I can't even walk. I keep it in our bedroom, and I actually keep it on top of the dresser there, and I can't even walk by it without smiling.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. All right. Blade Walker said we still didn't answer his question. If you were starting right now, knowing what you know, what would it be?
Okay.
Exactly what I said.
Okay.
So, yeah, Blade Walker's questions can be kind of vague. I can't read your mind, Blade Walker, but thank you for clarifying. What I know now, my first one, I would just get a Case Mini Warncliffe Trapper and probably 6.5 Stag. But that is, when I first started collecting, that was completely out of my budget. But that's probably what I'd pick.
Buck lockbacks, 112 or 110. I'd still do it the same way.
For me,
Yeah.
I would probably have to definitely start in the let me see. It would definitely be some of the vintage stuff, like knowing what I know now, and it would probably have to be the '88 pattern Congress, the large Congress, and I forget the pattern number on it, but the case elephant toes, the 2-blade elephant
yeah.
toes.
Those are cool.
Yeah, those two. And probably a Jaguar, a case Jaguar. Because, man, if you see some resale values on those things, they are crazy expensive.
For sure.
Yep. I would definitely, knowing what I know now, if I didn't have any knives, but that's what I would do is I would save up for Buck Customs and I would get vintage case. So there you go. I hope that helped out with your question there, Blade Walker. All right, Harold, you want to close out the show for us?
I can. I've got 4 left here. I'll just show one and give somebody else some chance. But
right.
this is from my good buddy, basically the co-host of my channel, Dwayne. Everybody, if you watch my channel, you know he is always providing pocket knives and different things. He's made some leather slips now. He's made some lanyard beads. But this was a gifted knife he gave to me. Check out those cool teeners we've got going on that too. But this is Harkoft, and I'm sure I'm butchering that. Harkoft and Company out of Zollingen, Germany. It is my only one in this brand. Has a cool, just a real neutral wood handle here, and he knows I love a spear point blade, carbon steel. This thing is just awesome, and he just knew this said HT through and through. So he brought it over here one day and said he wanted to give it to me, and I absolutely love it. And like I say, by take a tour around that blade, you can tell that I've loved on it since I've got it, because it has got every color under the rainbow on this thing. But that was from my good buddy and friend of the channel, should be co-host, Brother Dwayne.
Nice.
That'll do me.
Okay. You got a last one, Andrew?
I have a couple of Chinese ones, but I'll show my grandfather's. Actually, he was my great uncle, but the only grandfather I really knew. When he passed away, his son gave me his Leatherman. And
nice.
I can't remember what type of Leatherman it is, but it was one of the originals. And it came with the original leather sheath, which basically turned into a moldy peach and rotted away. I can't remember the names of these, but when I had my sailboat,
PST or something like that.
Yeah,
PST.
I had this on my belt every day. You can see my awl is broken off. I was probably prying something with it. Yeah, I'll never get rid of. Of course, you can't get rid of Grandpa's Leatherman. A great one, especially. I can't believe the prices of Leathermans now. They've just gone through the roof.
Yeah, they have.
I did pick up just kind of a cheaper leather sheath to keep it in. That's a great one. And well, okay, one Chinese knife. I have to show this every time. One of my first gifts from the family member.
Love it.
Yeah, it's just a Chinese. It may be a Frost or something like that. Just have to show this one. Very colorful knife.
Very, very unique.
Very cool. All right, Kaylin.
I'm gonna blaze through a few real fast. This was my other grandfather's knife. He was gifted this by that company right there for shopping tractors, and I inherited that mini trapper in yellow Delrin. This is the knife he was carrying when he passed. This is a 1993 Fighting Rooster Stockman and celluloid handles. Really pretty handles there. In the right light, it just has lots of depth to it. But really pretty etch on there. Redbone Hound is what that says. But I also wanted to give a super shout out to Tennessee Valley Knives on eBay, TN Valley Knives. And I didn't even realize it, but that guy has gifted me an insane amount of case knives. The 2006, can't remember what orange, Harvest Orange or one of the oranges with pocket worn corncob jig. This is a first run knife. So 2006 on that one. He gifted me this same pen knife that I could not think of the pattern for earlier. This is a 65 to 69. He gifted me this 88 Canoe with the etch on it in brown bone. Vintage bone Sodbuster Jr. with the I still can't remember the name of that
blade. Is that PVD coated blade?
That's it. That is it.
Where'd you get that?
He gifted this to me. Gifted that to me.
That's a Grail Saudi right there.
Really?
I like black blades. I like their PVD coating.
I'll have to remember that. Here's a 72. This is a 14 pattern jackknife in Delrin that he gifted me with my purchases, obviously. 2010 Case Collectors Club, Tiny Hunter, with a Cattaraugus stamp on it. And last but not least, the first knife he ever gifted me was this 1988 brown bone 6375 with the gold shield. So thank you, TN Valley Knives. Can't thank you enough, brother.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Midnight. Nice to see you're here.
I haven't seen Midnight in a while.
Yeah. Well, just a couple real quick. El Phoenix was in here, and he has sent me a lot of them. But yeah, here's the 500 knife. If you guys have seen these big lockbacks, I mean, these things are awesome. They're made down in Mexico, and just a fantastic. If you need a nice steak knife, there you go.
Wow.
That's what it reminds me of. And he sent me this 10-gram knife. I fouled the opening on that one, but this is a Dirk Pinkerton design, and it's a really super cool knife. And he had tied the lanyard on there, and I like that he likes to tie sockets into his lanyards. They're pretty cool. But yeah, it actually does open well when you definitely try it. But yeah, this is really cool. And he sent me that one. A couple of trappers that he sent me, this little Chinese right edge. I thought it was part of the North American Hunting Club series, but he said no, he just had that extra shield laying around and threw it in there, which I thought was kind of cool. And then here is a little Japanese saber. So it's about the same size as a two-bladed slimline trapper. So this one has both blades on it. So really cool, made in Japan knife. So there's a couple more. So yeah, El Phoenix definitely has contributed a lot to the channel, and that's just a few of the knives that he sent in. Anyways, guys, we're at the 2-hour mark, so we're going to go ahead and call it an episode. I want to thank you all for being on the panel. I've enjoyed having you all here and sharing your opinions and your knives. It has been awesome. Thank you to everyone in the chat for showing up and being here with us and visiting with us. We appreciate you guys. Hope to see you all next week on another edition of RJ's Lives. And we will see you all next time. You guys take it easy and be safe this week. We'll see you.
Bye, guys.